Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to go crabbing. This is a picture from a local restaurant showing what they charge for some crabs. We're going to catch our own today. Today we're going to be using our ring traps. We've got them handily stored in our IKEA shopping bag. I'm going to show you a few other things. This is an ice pick that we use to get the chicken neck on the trap. We also make sure, because we're working with raw chicken, that we bring something to clean our hands, which our Lysol wipes are really handy for that. We also just take an old spray bottle and fill this with soap and water and bring that along with us when we crab. And of course, you've got to have your measuring stick because you need to make sure that your crabs are legal. For bait, we just use chicken necks. We got these at a local supermarket. They come frozen. We thaw them out before we use them. You want to make sure you have a pair of tongs to handle the crabs. And then another important thing is bug spray, because when you're out near the bay and that kind of water, it attracts a lot of bugs and you'll need your off. When we go crabbing, we tend to get up before the sun rises, and we'll use a flashlight to help us bait our traps and get them in the water nice and early. This strategy has worked really well for us, and it's something that we don't mind getting up early. We go home later and take a nap when we're done crabbing for the morning. One other thing I want to mention is if you want to go crabbing, you need to make sure you have a valid license. We crab in Delaware, so we have a Delaware crabbing license. We crab off a pier, so we need to have long ropes on our traps. A lot of crabbing is you pull up the trap and you do have crabs in it, but a lot of times they're too small. In this case, this one isn't a keeper, so we just tip it back in the water and keep on going. So this crab that we're pulling up, you can see it's a lot bigger than the one that we pulled up previously. This one is probably a keeper. So we're going to get it out of the trap here. It's really tricky. They like to hang on the side. So that's why you really need a good pair of tongs. And then we're going to hold it up against the measuring stick. Sometimes when you pull up the crab trap, there's little fish in it or other small creatures, and we just throw those back as well. This guy's too small, so back in the water he goes. The thing that our family really loves about crabbing is that it's a pretty active activity. We tend to check our traps every 10 minutes, and we have about a dozen traps, so it really keeps the kids busy compared to like fishing where you're just sitting there. This moves at a pretty active pace, and it's exciting. If you're interested in crabbing and you want to see more about some hacks and some different setup that we have done to our Walmart ring traps, we have another video up on the channel with that, and you'll find some helpful information about how to hold your bait on, how to strengthen your line. So I encourage you to check that out if you're interested. So our family crabbed for about 4 hours, and we ended up with 17 keeper crabs. It's pretty early in the season. It's early July here, so the crabs aren't running as good as they will be in August, let's say. But we were pretty happy with the result. We came home, we steamed up the crabs, and they were absolutely delicious. Thanks so much for watching our video.